What's up guys, this is Massey. Welcome to another video. In this video I want to talk about finding the GCF of different polynomials. First example here I have is 6x plus 3. The common factor in here is going to be 3 because 6 is the multiple of 3, so we can factor 3 here. 6x divided by 3 is going to be 2x, 3 divided by 3 is going to be 1, so that's going to be the answer. Next one is going to be 24x squared minus 8x. X is common here, and here we have 8 and 24. 24 is a multiple of 8, so I can factor 8 in here. And here we have x and x squared. Whenever we have the same variable with the lowest exponent is going to be the common term. So I can take out 8x. 24x squared divided by 8x is going to be 3x minus 1. Next one is going to be 5x squared plus 20x. This case I can factor 5 and x because 20 and 5 both of them are multiples of 5, and x squared we can factor x here. So it's 5x squared divided by 5x is going to be x. 20x divided by 5x is going to be 4, and that's how we factor it. Next one is 6x squared minus 3x. You can factor 3 and x. It's going to be 2x minus 1. Next one is going to be 12ab plus 8ac minus 4ad. As you see here, 12, 8, and 4, all of them are multiple of 4. That's the greatest common factor. ab, ac, and ad, we can factor a in here. 12ab divided by 4a is going to be 3b. 8ac divided by 4a is going to be 2c. Negative 4ad divided by 4a is going to be negative d. Next one is going to be 6x minus 12. 6 and 12 is basically GCF is going to be 6. X minus 2. Next one is 2x squared plus 8x. That's gonna give me 2x, x plus 4. Next one is 4x plus 10. We can factor 2 in here. It's gonna be 2x plus 5 because 4x divided by 2 is gonna be 2x. 10 divided by 2 is gonna be 5. 10x squared plus 35x. Basically, you can factor 5 and x. 10x squared divided by 5x is going to be 2x. 35x divided by 5x is going to be 7. So it's going to be 5x times 2x plus 7. Next one is 12x squared minus 9x plus 15. The greatest common factor for 12, 9, and 15 is 3. And x is not a common factor because here we have 15 by itself, so it doesn't have x. So it's just going to be 3. 12x squared divided by 3 is going to be 4x squared. Negative 9x divided by 3 is going to be negative 3x. And 15 divided by 3 is going to be 5. X cubed minus 12x squared minus 30x. We have x cubed, x squared, and x. All of them are x's, and the smallest exponent is going to be x, so we can factor x here. Here we have 3, 12, and 30. The greatest common factor is 3, so we can factor 3x. 3x cubed divided by 3x is going to be x squared. Negative 12x squared divided by 3x is going to be negative 4x. And here we have negative 10. Next one is 9n squared minus 4n plus 12. As you see here we have n squared, n, and nothing in here, so we cannot factor n. 9, 4, and 12. The greatest common factor for all of them is 1. So you're going to say cannot find GCF. Next one, 2y cubed minus 3y squared plus 5y. As you see here, we have y cubed, y squared, and y. We can factor y then. Here we have 2, negative 3, and 5. There is no GCF among them. So it's going to be 2y squared minus 3y plus 5. Next one is 13r plus 26r squared minus 39r cubed. The GCF for 13, 26, and negative 39 is 13. And all of them has r squared, and r cubed. So I can factor 13r. It's going to be 1 plus 2r minus 3r squared. Next one. Is 17x squared plus 34x plus 51. Can factor 17 here. It's going to be x squared plus 2x plus 3. Next one is 18x squared y to the power 4 minus 12x squared y to the power 3 plus 24x squared y to the power 2. So here, let's look at x's first. Here we have x squared, and x squared. So we can factor that. Y to the power 4, y to the power 3, and y to the power 2. The smallest one is y to the power 2. 18, 12, and 24. So the GCF for 18, 12, and 24 is 6. So it's going to be 3y squared minus 2y plus 4 is going to be the factor 4. Next one is 8x cubed minus 6x squared y squared plus 4x squared y. I cannot factor y in here because the first term doesn't have y, but we have 8, negative 6, and 4. So GCF among them is 2. So we can factor 2. 8x cubed divided by 2 is going to be 4x cubed. 6x squared y squared is going to be negative 3x squared y squared. And 4x squared y divided by 2 is going to be 2x squared y. Then what you can do, you can factor x squared because this one is x cubed, x squared, and x squared. So you can factor x squared. So it's going to be 4x minus 3y squared plus 2y. That's going to be the final answer for this one. Next example is 9a cubed plus 27b squared. Here we have a cubed, here we have b squared, so we cannot factor that part, but we can factor, here we have 9 and here we have 27. The GCF is 9. So it's going to be a cubed plus 3b squared. That's how we factor it. Next one is 3x to the power 5 minus 6x to the power 3 plus 9x. 3, negative 6, and 9. GCF is 3. X to the power 3, x to the power 5. The smallest one is x. So that's going to make it as x to the power 4, 2x squared plus 3. Why? Because 3x to the power 5 divided by 3x is going to be x to the power 4. Negative 6x cubed divided by 3x is going to be negative 2x squared. 9x divided by 3x is going to be 3. 12y minus 8y squared plus 24y cubed. So here, the GCF for 12, 8, and 24 is 4. And here we have y squared and y cubed. So I can factor 4y squared. 4y. So it's going to be 3 minus 2y plus 6y squared. That's how we factor it. Next one is 24 x to the power 5 plus 6 x to the power 3. 6 and 24, the GCF is 6. And x to the power 5 and x to the power 3 is going to be x to the power 3. So it's going to be 4x squared, x squared plus 1. because 24x to the power of 5 divided by 6x to the power of 3 is going to be 4x squared. Next one is going to be 6rst plus 3rs minus 17. Here, this one has t, this one doesn't have, this one has. So t is not the common factor. S, and this one doesn't have s. R, and this one doesn't have r. 6, 3, and negative 7. So none of them is GCF. So you're going to say cannot find GCF. Next one. 33ab plus 22bc minus 11b squared. The greatest common factor for 33, 22, and 11 is going to be 11. ab, bc, b squared, we have b. Then we have 3a minus 2c minus b. Now here we have x and x squared, so I can factor x, y and y squared, I can factor y. 16 and 24, the GCF for 16 and 24 is 8. So that's going to give me 24xy squared divided by 8xy is going to be 3y. And here we have 2x. Next one is 27a squared b cubed plus 9a squared b squared minus 18a cubed b squared. The common factor here for 27, 9, and 18 is 9. A squared, and a cubed is going to be a squared. B cubed, b squared, you can factor b squared. So it's going to be 3b plus 1 minus 2a. That's going to be the answer. Next one is 6m cubed n squared plus 18m squared n cubed minus 12m n squared. You can factor 6 in here, and you can factor m here, you can factor n squared. So it's going to be 6m cubed n squared divided by 6m n squared is going to be m squared. 3m n 2 close the bracket. Next one is 24xy squared minus 12xy plus 36x squared y. You can factor 12xy. So it's going to be 2y minus 1 plus 3x. So that's going to be the final answer. Next one is 6y squared plus 15y minus 12. You can factor 3 in here because 3 is GCF for all of them. You cannot factor y because here we have y squared and nothing here. So it's going to be 2y squared plus 5y minus 4. Next one is 14x squared minus 42x plus 21. All of them are a multiple of 7, and 7 is the GCF. X is not the GCF because here it doesn't have x. So that's going to be divided by this guy is going to be 2x squared minus 6x plus 3. Next one is 20m plus 15m squared plus 10. 5, 4m plus 3m squared plus 2. 4x squared y plus 6xy minus 8xy squared. So the common factor here is going to be 2 and x and y. 4x squared y divided by 2xy is going to be 2x. 6xy divided by 2xy is going to be 3. And here negative 4y. Next one is going to be 3x cubed y plus 18x squared y squared plus 6x y to the power of 3. You can factor 3xy, and that's going to make it as x squared plus 6xy plus 2y squared. Next one is 12a cubed b squared plus 4a squared b cubed plus 8ab to the power of 4 minus 6b to the power of 5. So here you cannot factor a because this one doesn't have a, but you can factor b. B squared b cubed b to the power of 4 b to the power of 5, so I can factor b squared. 12, 4, 8, 6. I can factor 2 here because the GCF is going to be 2. So that's going to make it as 6a cubed plus 2a squared b plus 4ab squared minus 3b to the power of 3. That's going to be the factor form. Next example is 10a cubed minus 25a squared. I can factor 5 in here, GCF, and a squared. 10x cubed divided by 5x squared is going to be 2a minus 5. That's going to be the answer. Next one is 9x to the power of 4 y to the power of 4 plus 12x to the power of 3 y squared minus 6x squared y cubed. You can factor GCF for 9, 12, and 6 is 3. x4, x3, x2, y squared, 3x squared, y squared, 4x, and here we have negative 2y. That's going to be the factor form. Next one is going to be m to the power of 3 plus m to the power of 5 minus m to the power of 2. You can factor m squared because that's the smallest one, is going to be m plus m cubed minus 1. M to the power of 3 divided by m squared is m. M to the power of 5 divided by m squared is going to be m to the power of 3. M squared divided by m squared is going to be 1. Next one is 3d to the power of 4 minus 9d to the power of 2 plus 15d to the power of 3. You can factor 3 because that's the GCF for all of them, and also d squared because that's the smallest exponent. So 3d to the power of 4 divided by 3d squared is going to be d squared minus 3 plus 5d. Next one is 12 y squared minus 8y plus 16. You can factor 4 here, not y because this one doesn't have y. 3y squared minus 2y plus 4. Next one is 3m squared minus 27m minus 30. You cannot factor m, but you can factor 3. So it's going to be 3m squared minus 9m minus 10. Next one is 6r squared plus 72r plus 192. Here you cannot factor r, but you can factor 6 because the GCF for these three numbers are 6. So 6r squared divided by 6 is r squared. 72r divided by 6 is going to be 12r. 192 divided by 6 is going to be 32. Next one is 2y cubed minus 20y squared. So you can factor 2y squared because the GCF for 2 and 20 is 2. Y cubed and y squared is going to be y. So it's going to be y minus 10. Next one is going to be 2m to the power of 4 plus 22x to the power of 3 plus 56x squared. That's x. All of them are x. So you can factor 2 and x squared is going to make it x squared plus 11x plus 28. Next one is 2pq squared minus 14pq. So that's going to make it as 2pq, q minus 7. Next one is 6x squared plus 12x minus 144. So we can factor 6 in here. It's going to make it x squared plus 2x. 144 divided by 6 is going to be 24. That's going to be the answer. Next one is 5a squared b squared plus 25ab squared minus 250b squared. So here you can factor 5 and b squared is going to make it a squared plus 5a minus 5a. That was 25ab squared. Next one is 2x squared, 28x plus 96. You can factor 2 in here. It's going to be x squared plus 14x plus 48. Next one is 6y squared x minus 36xy minus 162x. So you can factor 6 in here and y, actually just x, 6x. So it's going to make it y squared minus 6y minus 162 divided by 6 is going to be 7 and 27. Just check the kid. Yeah, it's going to be y squared minus 6y minus 27. So that's how we factored. Next one is 5m squared plus 45m. You can factor 5 and m is going to be m plus 9. Next one is 35m to the power of 4 minus 375m cubed plus 250m squared. That's going to make it as, just want to see if 300, I can divide 375 by, so we can divide it by 5, and m squared is going to be 7m squared minus 375 divided by 5 is going to be 75m plus 50. That's going to be the factored part. Next one is going to be 25x cubed minus 215x squared plus 280x. We can factor, we could check that. We can factor 5 and x. 25 divided by 5 is 5x squared. 215 divided by 5 is going to be 43, so minus 43x plus 280 divided by 5 is going to be 56. So that's going to be the final answer. Next one is 18k squared plus 114k minus 84. So we just check that. can factor 6 in here. So that's going to make it 3k squared. 114 divided by 6 is going to be 19k. And 84 divided by 6 is going to be 14. So that's going to be the final answer. Next one is 12a squared b minus 54ab minus 30b. So here we can factor b, and 12, 54, and 30 we can factor 6. It's going to be 2a squared minus 9a minus 5. That's going to be the factored form of this one. So these are the examples I had for finding the GCF of polynomials. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like it and recommend it to your friend, and please don't forget to subscribe this channel. If you subscribe, you can have access to many other videos regarding math, chemistry, and physics. Thank you for watching and have a great day.